Alright, hello everyone. So this is just a quick update on my latest imaging exploits. So the last couple of days have been pretty cloudy in Cyprus, so I haven't done any evening astro. So I've been using the time just to mess around with batting off masks and creating and 3D printing my own, like this one here. So there'll be a video just shortly on that. But a couple of nights ago I did manage to get out and have another play around. This time I was on the Crescent Nebula, that's NGC6888, and after setting everything up I did a couple of test shots. So this was the first image that I captured, single frame. This was using the Edge 11 on 0.7 reducer for 1960mm focal length, and this was a 180 second test shot using the ASI2600 one-shot colour camera. I then had another play around, tried a couple of different exposures and reframed. So this was a 240, and then I also did a 300. But I felt on all three of those, the 180, 240 and 300, the main bright stars in the nebula just to look a little bit overexposed, so I elected to go for 120 seconds as the exposure rate. After that I grabbed 120 images, I think it was, 120, and left it running through the night, and the next day I went back and did the darks and the flats. The camera was set at -5 degrees, and took all the images I grabbed, put them into Blink just to run it through. So this was the full set of images, and you can see as we run the Blink I've still got issues particularly with the dome geometry. So these white flashes we see is when the dome's overlapping the telescope, and then towards the end of the night, I think it was more as day breaking, PhD lost its guidance, and you can see everything starting to drift off. So I ran, after filtering through Blink, I took the images down to 53, and then I processed that in DSS, did a quick registration, and that eliminated another 3 exposures based on the scoring from that set. So I then took the final 50 and processed them through. There was also 20 dark frames and 35 light frames. So after doing the final stack, I took everything into Pixinsight, and I followed Celestial Photography's Rosette Nebula workflow. Just followed that through basically to the letter just to see how it came out, and that's where we ended up with that. So I think that was as it came out of Pixinsight, and this is where we ended up when we were finished following that tutorial through. I then took the raw image again from DSS and just tried a few things myself, trying out some of the tools, getting familiar with some of the masks and some of the other functions within Pixinsight. I'm still trying to get my head around everything, and when you start going through all the various stages and the various steps, and you end up with all these different masks and all the different frames, etc., it does get a bit of a head mince, but we just got to keep trying and get familiar with everything and just see what we can do with everything. So after having a go myself, as I say, these are the 2 images that I came up with, and the one on the right here is the one that I've ended up as my final sort of where we are today, based on the frames that I managed to capture. So really that was about it, just a quick update, and we'll just continue to persevere, still try to resolve the geometry in the dome. And if we look back quickly at one of the fits again, you can still see that I've still got these heavy areas around the corners, the vignetting, and down in the bottom here there is, well, it's over here now, I've rotated everything, but we still get some interference from the off-axis guide prism. So this is something I'm going to continue to work on in the coming sessions. So on that note, thanks again for watching. Obviously, if you've got any tips and hints and things, or any questions in general, please do put them down in the comments. I enjoy obviously getting all your feedback, and a lot of you guys out there have got a lot more experience than this at me, and I like to hear all the things that you've got to say, things to try, etc. So on that note, I will catch you in the next one. Thank you very much for watching. Do comment, like, and obviously subscribe if you want to keep up to with what's happening, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, clear skies, and we'll see you later.